Hello. So I had a question about how to style your pitch and make it more appealing. So I think the best way to answer it is to say, what would you like when you are walking in as a customer, and what appeals to you? And definitely spend some time in the centre and watch how people move around the space. If you can volunteer at the centre or and help out maybe on one of the busier days and see, or if you just stay around the centre and not only watch your pitch but everyone else's, how are people working around it and what are they picking up. So I'll turn you around and I will show you a couple of things that I'm not happy with that I will change, and I'll tell you the reason why as well. This is the new pitch, so it is a work in progress. I'm trying to do a little bit and get it perfect. So that little cupboard there, if I was going to style it properly, I would have something tall in the corner there and then have a little collection around the front. Those shelves obviously need filling with more things, and get your collect the same kind of things together. So up here, I'm not entirely happy with the oar. It needs to go slightly higher, and the plates need to turn so that at the moment you can see when you approach the pitch they're turned away. So that needs to change. And then little collections of marmalade jars here, and then use them to put bits in. I wanted a centerpiece for here, so I've got that French dough bin, and then that would be ever changing. This area here is the plan for this. So you've got a basket here which is for sale, and then a collection of all of your whatever it might be in there for you. This jelly mould I've put not for sale because it's cracked, so actually that works well as a display piece rather than being for sale. The board is for sale, so style it up how you would use it at home. These French tea towels, you see when I've run out of nice tickets, I've written them on those which don't really go, so that will be changed. That's something that I've done that I don't think looks right, so that would be changed so that they've all got the lovely labels on. And then the same for these, where I've just used a brown sticker, and this one where I've just used an odd label. So those don't look any, or I don't like the look of those. So these are the labels that I use. So I'll replace those labels with one of those. And then little collections, see here, all these labels for me need to be changed so that they're nice labels. Little collections if you've got silverware in there. And then the plan for these drawers, pile those high with, that will be all my crockery, blue and white and that kind of thing. I've put all the French brownware together on the table there. This box can be closed or can be opened up and then have pictures in or something in there. I've got a little hook at the top which is going to have a piece of wood going across the top, but that was £1 from the car boot sale. A little corner hook, so that's going to go on there, but that will have some wood on the top, so that can be a shelf with the hanging underneath. And then the drawers here, if you have them open, I'm going to keep all of my little bits and bobs, spare labels, spare ribbon, scissors, anything you might need, pens in there. When you come to the centre you may have forgotten something, so have a little stock of something there. And then in these drawers here, I've got these paintings up here, but they could go nicely in there, so that's where I'll put those. So they're in the drawers like that. And then you could have another drawer open with something else, just so people can still see underneath. So if you put those in there like that, as you approach, you can still see underneath. Just make sure they're not far enough out so that somebody's going to hit their arm or their head when they're going down to collect things from underneath. So there's lots I'm happy with that's coming along, and there's lots that I'm not happy with, which I will change. So it's all, keep editing it. That all needs styling up. At the back here we're going to have a big sign, Gorge Home sign, and then we're going to have big frames across the top, so all that will be covered up. But as you come down and approach this, if you have something big and in your face there, so it attracts people down, that shelf may potentially change and move, and then these shelves are coming away, and then I need some taller furniture here to just block off that bit there. Corner unit looks okay. So apart from the dough bin and the green shelf and the sideboard, everything else is for sale. So I've got a bit of furniture that isn't for sale that's working well, and earning its money basically by being here, and then I've got other furniture mixed in that still gives the same look that can be for sale. So that's how we're getting on so far. So we're on day 2 of getting onto the new pitch, and it will take a few more days to get it together, I think, and then it will still be work in progress. So I thought that hopefully helps and answers the question. Bye.